Him and Maino is crazy, bro. I don't know why Maino did the interview on Vlad. I'm kind of skeptical about playing Vlad shit because Vlad is kind of weird, bro. I don't want to play Vlad shit, but I did want to play Academics cooking him though, bro. Straight, bro. Nah. I got to play that. To hell with that. I'm playing that. Where's that at? Hold up. And we playing that now. Hold up. Yeah. Let's play that now, bro. Hold up. Let me see. Is this it? Oh, yeah. Space. I'm not fucking with it. More fake chamber. Whatever the case is. All right, good. I have no problem with you, but I think you're trying to do that bully shit in hip hop. It's not gonna work. We're in the media space. I'm not fucking with it. You can do a million interviews.
I hope Vlad didn't pay plays, and you drank out of my bottle like a thought. You drove the boat or whatever the case is, bro. I had no problems with you, but I think you're trying to do that bully shit in hip hop. It's not gonna work. We're in the media space. I'm not fucking with it. You could do a million interviews. I hope Vlad didn't pay your ass. I have no interest in you. You're just the annoying nigga who never made no real money from hip hop that is trying to get a media career. I've said what I had to say about you before. You were a one and done. You could go on whatever platform you want. I'm just going to laugh at you at this point. Okay? Just going to laugh at you. You wore a fake chain for years. That tells me everything I need to know about you. And again, I'm going to always harp on because, you know, I thought this was like friendly banter. The mere fact that you were in my face, in the same space as me, and you were asking for a cup to take shots with me, I can't take you serious. All of this cool shit you're talking about, the cool nigga don't ask the lame nigga for shots at the front of a young boy concert because you don't got motion like that. You're there like a hanger-on. So I really got nothing more to say to you. So you could keep having this verbal masturbation with yourself. I got nothing more to really say to you. So, Maino, I'm going to just push you to the side. I actually respect Jim Jones in all this because when me and Jim Jones saw each other, I never knew we had issues. Jim Jones explicitly said to me, I'm not fucking with you. You're supporting 6ix9ine. That's your friend. Whatever you're doing, it's online shit. It was tense, but at least he was valid. And if he said something online, I wouldn't care. You know why? Because when I saw him, he wasn't taking shots from my bottle like a thought. I'm sorry to tell y'all. So Jim Jones could say something to me and whatever. Jim Jones ain't really even trying to talk to me. I could tell. And Jim Jones ain't trying to do the online shit. I get it. Cool. So I really got nothing for Jim Jones. The person who I really critiqued was Fabulous. And it wasn't really like some really like legit criticism. It's kind of like so interesting. Y'all got me like going back and forth. And I get it. Yo, chat, I joke on everybody. Like these are harmless jokes. That's like me joking on, like people are acting like I was legit making fashion statements like I'm like ASAP Rocky. Bro, I make self-deprecating jokes. When I have on a bad fit or y'all be like, yo, Ak, you look crazy here. I joke on myself. These old ass niggas, like, bro, they're dragging this shit. Bro, I've done addressed y'all. I'm done with y'all bum ass niggas. Maino, I get it. You never was successful in hip hop. You trying to come to the space that I was really successful at. Bro, you come off like a bum at this point to me. I don't want to talk about you no more. You going on a press tour talking about me? Nigga, get out of here. So the one thing I give attention to, because the person who I was talking to in all of this is Fat. And I was correct.
So I do get Ak in some of those ways. You know what I'm saying? I think that it's becoming more than it was. And we all know from the very beginning, Ak was saying like he don't really want no problem with Maino. And he said something to his Fat. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be the first to cook Ak all the time. I'll be the first to cook him. But at this thing, he was like, nah, man, you know, Maino's supposed to be the street nigga. He don't act like he don't want no smoke. And I was kind of surprised that Ak for that. I'm like, does he be acting like he want to fluff up with people, but he didn't really want to do that initially with Maino. So he was busting little 1-2 jokes, but he wasn't trying to go too far. So I was watching Akademiks, how he was tiptoeing around the Maino situation. You know what I mean? I think Maino overplayed his cards. You know what I mean? If you read any books on earth, man, I don't care, man. What, 48 Laws of Power, what, 33 Strategies of War, what? Art of War, any kind of books. You know what I'm saying? This life will show you this too, but maybe you're a reader, so maybe you can see the connection or the correlation of what I'm saying. I just think that he overplayed his hand. You know what I mean? Because while they were joking, him and Academic, remember he said something about fame, fabulous headband or whatever. He was saying that they like older guys or whatever the case. He was saying that whatever, it don't matter. Whatever he's saying don't matter. Dress how you want to dress. Care what he say, right? But then Maino ended up going to the thing what happened with Shorty, not allegedly, but what happened with the girl in his house, with the guys in his house or whatever that happened that day. He ended up bringing all of that into it to say, yo, bro, you a weirdo and all of this other stuff. And I think that when Maino did that, he took it to a next level, which led Akademiks to come back to cook him again, which led Maino to have to come back and do something again, which I thought he would have to do. Maino, we watched Maino be silent for mad years and not say things. I'm not saying this takes away from who he is. But we watched the first time that he did come out on the internet and speak, which was maybe like last year now. And that was towards Hassan Campbell, after never speaking to Hassan Campbell ever. Hassan Campbell made videos on Maino and about Maino, Jim Jones, all of them for years. 4 years. These niggas paid this nigga dust, paid him dirt. Okay. Then we seen that people started to end up feeding into Hassan too. We watched Maino do that. When I watched Maino do that, I was kind of surprised, but it showed me that he was understanding maybe more of an internet space and seeing like, yo, fuck it. If I'm going to get into the internet space, and I'm going to have to come in here and talk my talk. But now I think also now, if he was to speak his speech, I don't think that he should have spoke about that on Vlad. Because Vlad is a using ass nigga too. But when I saw Vlad clip the part he clipped with the academic shit, I'm like, damn, man, are you still with the dumb shit? Feel me? I was thinking the same shit. Like, you talking about that on Vladtv? No, this is where sometimes you as a person got to sidetrack that question. Like, yo, listen, man, it ain't about him in this interview right here. Okay? I understand he got you here only because you got into a 1-2 thing with Akademiks. That's why Maino's there. Maino's not there because he believed Maino is hot. Maino's not there because he think that Maino about to do something good that we don't know about. No, son. Maino's not there for none of that, bro. He's not. He only got Maino there because of the academic situation. Straight. Feel me? And that shit ain't nothing. It ain't even nothing to really talk about, bro. The nigga was talking about clothes and all this other shit. Y'all dressing like some young niggas, whatever. Is it that serious? No. You got shit that you pushing. You on podcasts. You got shit that you trying to do. You got podcasts right now that you doing with your mans in them. Where's the podcast talking about that? Like, talk about the shit that you coming to do. You know what I mean? But we always put ourselves in a position to be used, bro. To be used.
Oh, no, you can't be serious. That is some bullshit right there.
Right. It don't make no sense. To me, it just don't make no sense.
Cracking a harmless joke, and he could have cracked a harmless joke back at me. But Fab, Fab is like above the fray a little bit. Fab, I'm going to be honest with you. You got to let these losers go. You're the only person in music that's made a mark. These guys are over here just looking, they're looking groggy and just upset. Please, Fab, I'm telling you, what's good for you is, I don't know if you're not a natural podcaster, but you're a great musician. And at the end of the day, you're the only New York City music legend sitting on them couches or whatever y'all sitting on. Okay? If I'm you, I would just do what you do. But them niggas there, Maino is a legendary bully. He got no accolades, not in music. You could tell by his whole demeanor. He's trying to like recreate this thing. Like, I try to watch the Vlad thing. I was about to like react to it. And this bum ass thing is still trying to recreate high school in media. Oh, we would be at the cool table. You sound like Wale, like back in 2017, talking about who's cool and who's not. Nigga, get out of here. Here's the point. And let me big dog you once again. Maino, I've made 20 times the amount you've made. You're the rapper. I'm the media nigga. I'm the top of my field. You're the lowest of your field. I don't want to talk to you no more. I was really nice and really cool thinking that you're just, when I seen you, you're the struggling rapper that was at YoungBoy concert that nobody invited, buddy. That you just bullied your way into the scene. It's okay. Bro, I don't want to talk to you no more. You start getting weird with me. You start talking about allegations, all this bullshit. Get your weird ass on out of here. We don't have to have no more conversation, and I don't want to have no more conversation with you because once you start talking about allegations and rumors that are based in nothing, in fact, we're not joking no more. Get out of here, nigga. And that's how I'm going to keep it with you. Me and you have nothing to talk about. I have no angst against you. If I seen you in public, I would not approach you. I would just ignore you. But if you chose to do anything else, I would just defend myself. That's it.
Told you. Once Maino did that, because I don't think that Maino's funny like that. He's not a funny dude. You know what I'm saying? Some people's funny got jokes. When he joking, it's not really like jokes. You know what I'm saying? Some people's funny. Some people got the roasting thing down. Maino don't have that. You know what I mean? Akademiks is a clown, man. He does this shit online all day. This is a whole new age thing that people are doing. You think that you want to get in a war with some people online because you got a channel. Until you get in a war with some people, the motherfuckers is crazy. You start to see what it is. This online thing is real. When you're coming into this space, you got to really get used to these spaces before you even think that, you know what I'm saying? Trust me. Trust me. You have to go through a little 1-2 bang out online before you can even think you that online, bro. You could be that in real life, but they'll pack you out online. The internet is always going to find a way to win. And I'm telling you, you know what I mean? So I just think Maino, like I said, overplayed his hand. You know what I mean? What he had with Akademiks while he was joking, they was joking. He should have joked back on him, right? And at the same time as he joking back on him, you can start to level up your dressing and all that. Step your shits up too. As you still dress the other way too, though. But you grown men, y'all like 50-something years old, bro. You know what I'm saying? So ain't nothing for you to step it up and classy it up, son. You know what I mean? You could mix it up, bro. I do both. Look, I dress like this. I dress like that. It doesn't matter, bro. You know what I mean? I ain't old like them either, but I dress both ways. I've been dressing like that. So it ain't that serious. You could have took that right there to, that's what I'm saying. We think so small-minded, bro. Maino could have took that right there as an opportunity to switch gears on how he dressing right now. Could have probably got some kind of clothing deal with some suits or some neck shit going on, some top level shit with some suits or some maybe some high fashion suit type shit. He could have probably did a deal like that, bro. Just based on the interaction between him is causing some eyes on it. What are you talking about? You get into the interaction, you get your agent and your people to go holler at them certain people. They be like, all right, you know what? And you dressing like this, I think this would be good publicity. What shows you on? I'm on Angela Yee in the morning. He got the show with Yee. He got the show with them. He got his own little thing he doing. They be like, you know what? This could be good marketing because you're dressing like that, but you're going to have to probably switch it all the way up. Look, that's the transition. You get a whole multi-million-dollar bag. Change clothes and go. And you older. So what are you really trying to keep up with? You still gonna dress like whatever you want to dress like anyway. It doesn't matter. But I'm saying, what are you trying to keep up with? Being real. So Maino took it too serious. He took it too serious. You feel me? He did. And once he mentioned that shit, because Akademiks wasn't going there, he was joking on some corny shit. You know what I'm saying? Them type of nigga, you just gotta wait till you see a nigga straight. You know what I'm saying? And change his tune. That's it. You can't get into the real back and forth with no academic. You got that. You're gonna get Meek milled. Look at Meek. Now him and Meek allegedly, supposedly halfway cool. Come on, bro. This is what I'm trying to show you, though. You want to get into that type of shit with them niggas. You want a time to see if you get a chance to see a person, you see a person. That's it. I'm not saying do what you're doing, but you see a person and see them and speak to them and say whatever. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying nobody should, you know what I'm saying? But you should wait till you see a person straight. You'll know. Because when you speak to a person, say, yo, bro, I don't like this or I don't like that. And you speak to a person and it is what it is, bro. Or don't say nothing. But I just think Maino at the same time and what they took this as is an opportunity to get views and to get traction, to get attention for what they want to do. So part of that I agree with. Do that. They older too. They need to get some action to pause, some traction. You know what I mean? They need to get some traction. You know what I mean? So I get that. Do that. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. Did they overplay their hand with the freestyle shit too? Did they overplay their hand with the freestyle, bro? Sometimes you'll do something for a short-term gain and you'll win the victory, but you don't win the war. You win the little small battle right now. But when 50 unleashed on Fabulous, he waiting, bro. You know he waiting. Why would Fabulous even play into 50? Fabulous is a person that, you know, he been out the way. Even though he got his shorty Emily that he used to be with, whatever the case may be. And that's the most that he'd been really out there. If it wasn't for her, you really wouldn't know that much about Fabulous. Because he's not even an artist that raps about his life or even raps like that, bro. You don't know nothing about him. The fuck? He's not an artist like that. Okay? Think about it. Would you know anything about Fabulous if it wasn't for him dealing with Shorty? The fuck? Remember? Then Herbo was dealing with the daughter or some shit. Remember? I'm like, oh shit, that's the daughter. And he was in that job. Like, oh shit, okay, cool. But you really wouldn't know about his life like that if it wasn't for Shorty connections at the time. So why get into it with a nigga like 50 who was petty as hell and is going to want to expose you? Okay? Because he never was exposing Fabulous at all. He wasn't exposing him. He could have been exposing him, trying to tie him in a Diddy and all type of stuff. He could have been doing that to him. Right? So now, does Fabulous have the armor that could take some chinks from 50? I don't know. Because Fabulous don't have the witty personality to speak like that. You watch him on the podcast. This is what Akademiks just said. He said, you all right as a podcast, all right. But as an artist, you as a Hall of Fame artist that's sitting on them couches. None of them other niggas but you. This is what he said. I mean, he said, you as a Hall of Fame artist that's sitting on them couches right now. Whatever the hell y'all sitting over there, pause. You as a Hall of Fame over there. That's what Ak just said. I think Fab could, I mean, you just need time to get into the vibe. But some people got the personalities for that. Fabulous is more of a chill type dude. You know what I'm saying? He's more of a laid back type of guy. That's who he is. He's more of a laid back type of dude, bro. So I don't know how you go at 50. Maino don't really even want to go at 50. Maino was sitting, got a chance to be on TMZ, and they asked him about 50, and he said, you know what I mean? I'm just going, I ain't know, man. If I'd have knew, I'd have been beef with him. You know what I'm saying? That's why Akademiks is saying, like, damn, Maino, what's up, bro? Why you ain't give me the same smoke like him, give him the same energy? But do you take that chance just to get some short-term views right now to get at 50, and you're not even really serious like that when you're getting at him? You're trying to get at him, and you kind of joking, though. Nah. If you're getting at 50, you got to get at 50, bro. If 50 playing, just get at him then, or don't say nothing to him. Either you completely ignore 50, or you just straight get at 50. Straight. Look at Rick Ross. We did not think Rick Ross would have survived. I didn't think it. Did you think Rick Ross was going to beat 50 or even be in some kind of battle or something like that? No. I didn't think that. I was like, oh, man, this nigga's done. Remember, it was the CO shit was going on around Rick Ross at that time. It was over. I was like, oh, man, 50 about to joke him. It's done. But Rick Ross has something else about his personality, though. He had jokes. He a funny nigga. He a witty nigga, too. And he was doing some music, too. So, like, nigga, I got music. Boom. He funny. He gonna joke. I'm a joke, too. Boom. And that kind of kept Rick Ross, though, bro. That kind of kept Rick Ross. Because when you deal with 50, people going to be over serious when you deal with him, bro. I'm telling you. When you hear them talking about him, they be upset. Remember when Irv Gotti and the brother used to talk about them type niggas? Yo, man, niggas just be mad when they talking about him type shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear about that. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to be funny too. Because sometimes you might say something that's kind of funny and you will bring a whole bunch of more people to your side that'll say, you know what? And they start to see that person like you said that. And they never saw the person like that before. They was actually on their side. See what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to have that wit. You got to be funny too. I don't see, out of all of them, probably only Jim Jones got the most wit to be on some talking his shit, talking some funny shit, trying to talk some shit towards 50. But I don't even see him doing that. You feel me? For real. I just think that they all preemptively struck at 50, and I don't think they should have did that. Honestly, I'm giving this topic too much time, but yeah, I think they should have waited and dealt with that situation. Yeah, I think they should have. All right, cool. Let's get into this. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson on this video. Let me get into the breakdown of this. Let's just check out what's going on with this guy. This guy's named Floyd Wallace. Let me break down a lot of this whole pass bro situation that's going on is crazy.